fight is Go to Combat Promotions, and we're with
Rosie Nasrin.
You just finished your session. How was that?
Really good. Well, Pheasant Team 2 is my favourite class. So,
is it? Yeah. Is it the most intense one?
Yeah, for sure. It's boxing, Thai boxing, and then sparring. So probably one of the longest in the week.
We saw you. We were recording you. You're like really amazing. Like you're proper like fighting the pads. Like you're so powerful.
Thank you.
You're so strong. How long have you been doing Muay Thai for?
10 years. It will be 10 years this September since I did my first Muay Thai class.
Okay. How did you get into it then?
I used to be a bit bigger than I am now, so I just joined a gym and I wanted to lose weight, and a friend of mine was doing the classes, so I came along to some of them, and then like you start doing one a week, and then you eventually do more and more.
Yeah, you just fall in love with it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's one thing about Muay Thai fighters. Like everyone just falls in love with it. Like it's like everyone's passionate about it. Whereas like other sports, some people just fight for the money.
Yeah, it's a very much like a very intense sport. So I think it's very easy to get like hooked, and then like the more you do it, the more you want to do it, and the more it like becomes like your whole life, and like the only thing you really want to do. I work like an office job, and then at the end of the day, like I'm just looking forward to coming to train.
So you balance an office job and then also fight camp when you're fighting.
So I work full time, and then I basically like all my free time goes into training for fights.
Do you like do it before work or after work?
Mostly evenings, and I have sometimes I'm not really great at training in the morning, so it'll be like lunchtime and evening really.
Yeah. During your work lunchtime, you come here. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Inspirational. No excuses. No excuses. You're the British champion. That's amazing. How many fights have you had? How did you get into it? And how does it feel? Like, that's insane.
I haven't had as many fights as most people probably, because I was like a very, very slow learner. But like my coach Matt like took his time, like waiting for me to do any interclubs, and like just getting me to a point where I'd be able to do everything comfortably.
Like you really polished you. Like, that's a good coach.
I trained for like maybe two years without doing anything, and then I started like with one interclub, and then after that I just did like a couple of N classes, then mostly C and C, B and A, and then I don't know exactly how many fights I've had. It's less than 10, I think, maybe. But
so you did one interclub, then you went into N class.
Yeah.
That's insane. Usually people do interclub after interclub, but you was like, no, one interclub went into it. And that's amazing. Well done. I heard you had an injury recently. What was that about? How did you injure yourself?
So I won my title in 2021, and like it was after a period of COVID where like training wasn't really like. It wasn't normal, so you're having to do a lot of like supplementary work ourselves in order to like keep fit. And I think I overtrained during that whole year. And then after my fight, I didn't rest well enough, and I overtrained. I kept overtraining. And I ended up with a knee injury that I like kept trying to push through until it got to the point where it was just stopping me from training.
Yeah.
And so in the end, like I had wear and tear on my knee that didn't really resolve very well with physio. So I had like a scope to like scoop out some cartilage, and I've like the recovery for that's been a real bitch. So. Well, I was like out of the ring for 2.5 years until March this year, when I had like a fight on MXGP. Just
March. Oh my gosh, how was that?
It was fine. I won, so
amazing. Oh my god, congrats on that.
Thank you.
But that's one thing about Muay Thai fighters, we're always injured and we don't know when to rest. And that's like me with my ankle. It's like I don't know when to rest, but it's like you want to train. Like I mean, it's so hard not to train.
Yeah, you should rest.
Yeah, I should really rest.
People should rest.
No, honestly, like I remember I was like, okay, I think I'm healed. I went jogging, injured myself even more. So if this is you injured, you need to rest. This is your sign. Yeah, don't. So during like still training because it made you rest.
Yeah, obviously. Like, I think like at the end of the day, it like made me. I've spent a lot of like the last 2 years learning a lot about how my body works, and like doing a lot of S&C that I probably like neglected before. So. It was, I mean, I did S&C, but like not to the level that I would do it now. And I've got a really good strength coach that I'm working with now and physio, so it's been really good. Like, I've got a good team around me.
Okay, yeah, I've seen your team. You've got a great team. But yeah, when is your upcoming fight? Are we seeing a return soon?
I'm gonna be fighting in October, I think. No June fight for me. Too many life problems.
I can't wait for that. We'll be there. We'll definitely cheer you on.
Thank you.
Who is your most challenging opponent? And which opponent was the most fun to fight?
Oh, that's really difficult. First ever N class, I fought at 59 kilos, and like for context now, I fight at 52.
52, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
So, the girl I fought was very, very tall. She that broke my nose actually, but like gave me a really, really bad nosebleed.
Gosh.
The hardest thing I've probably ever had to go through.
You had to fight through the nosebleed.
Because it was like gushing blood.
How did she give you a nosebleed? Was it like
she kicked me in the face? She was so tall. So yeah.
What was her name?
Danny Blair. She used to fight for Bloodline. That was probably one of my hardest fights ever, and that was the first one.
Getting tipped in the face is just rude.
Yeah,
well, who's your most fun opponent?
I think the fight I had most recently was really fun because it's the first time I ever fought someone who like just wanted to clinch, and I'm like an all-rounder, so like I'll do a bit of everything. Like, not so much boxing, but like the kicking and clinching is I feel most comfortable with clinching other people because most of the time people aren't as good, and like
not a lot of people.
The last opponent I had, Rianne, just wanted to clinch me, so I think maybe that was like the most fun I've had. It was like grueling. It was nice to be able to like work on like clinching someone who like it wasn't just easy.
It was actually a challenge. Okay, I think that's all. All right, thank you so much for that. We can't wait for October.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.